Hello, and welcome to another episode of Breadcast Gaming Talk. So I recently decided to reinstall Destiny 2 and play some more of it, and after about 2 weeks of playing it for a few hours every night, I've come to the conclusion that Destiny 2 just isn't very fun to play. Now, I want to say that I only played the free version, because I did. So I'm not going to say anything about lack of content, because I know I just need to spend $80 and get all of the expansions for the game. First reason why I think that Destiny 2 isn't very fun is because there's like 5 weapons in the whole game. Now once I finish the base game story, which goes by really quick, the only thing left I really do is strikes, and once I hit the power level required, the Nightfall strikes. But wait, what about the Crucible, I hear you ask? Well, Crucible can go screw itself, because I don't enjoy PvP multiplayer in most games because I'm bad at it, and because I get bored of it anyway. I mean, I put 15 hours into the beta for Halo Infinite's multiplayer, and I was getting bored of that. Anyway, I have gone through several weapons in name only, because they literally all look the same, and the only other difference besides the name is the stats, and that's it. I even saw weapons that looked like things that I'm like, well, this looks like a gun from Halo, but changed to be a little bit different. The second reason is in line with the same reason as the first, and that is that there are not that many types of armor either. It's the same with the weapons. The only difference between most armor is the name and the stats, and to go with both points, sure, legendary weapons and armor, you can use upgrade cubes to make them better, but unless they're gonna make it so I can earn more of these upgrade cubes quicker, then there's always going to be a weapon or piece of armor that is earned through a strike or a raid or the Crucible that will always be better than even my upgraded legendary weapon or piece of armor. The third and biggest reason that the game isn't very fun is that because it has to be an MMO. Now why does that make the game less fun? Because it causes something that I don't like in games, and that is grind. Look, I play the Elder Scrolls Online, which is also an MMO, and sure, it has a grind, you know, people are always trying to get certain kinds of gear, weapons and armor, so they can do dungeons and trials without having to, you know, lift a finger. The thing with ESO is that at least each weapon or armor set is unique in the way it looks, not just its stats and abilities, but then it also has stats and abilities that are also unique to each piece of armor and weapon. With Destiny 2, it's just a grind to get higher numbers since it lacks unique looking weapons with unique abilities, and the same goes for the armor set. The game prides itself on having this super amazing and cinematic story, even across all of the expansions, but my problem is that the story is over too quickly, and then after that, what's left? All this grindy crap. Do the PvP, do the strikes, do the dungeons, do the raids, and so on. The problem is that you just repeat these things over and over, because I guess Bungie just cannot be bothered to add new anything every so often. Plus the loot fucking sucks. I get to the end of a strike or a Nightfall strike and I'll get like 2 pieces of loot. Maybe one or both will be a legendary, but most likely not. Sometimes you'll get an engram, but most likely not. It's not that much better on the harder content like Nightfall strikes. Sure, you're guaranteed a legendary weapon, but that doesn't mean it's going to be better than the one that you currently have. I may not have the expansions for Destiny 2, but I honestly don't feel like it's worth my time or my $80 when I'm just not having that much fun playing Destiny 2. That's all I have to say, so if you want to add to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.